Now here's the host of our show, Mr. Randall White.
And a very good autumn morning to you. First full day of autumn, and it is a beauty outside here on the Central Coast and throughout the state, as I understand. I am your host, Randall White, joined by the lovely, talented Patty Pyburn on
Good morning.
Birthday.
Yes, indeed.
Happy birthday, Patty.
Thank you.
Hey, back to our Sunset Savor the Central Coast. We have on the line with us right now Margot True. She's the food editor there at Sunset Magazine. What a great job to have, huh?
Yeah.
It is.
Hi, Margot. As I understand it, you've been with Savor since the get-go.
Yes, this is our third year, and it's shaping up to be a really excellent one.
And you will be hosting a seminar there at Santa Margarita Ranch on Santa Maria style barbecue.
Yes, this is one of my favorite things to eat, and it's part of what I love about it is the history. You know, it has its roots in Mexico-era California. I mean, before it even was California, back in the days of the ranchos and the missions.
It does. And so if I understand this correctly, because you've become, over the last 3 years, you've become quite the expert on it, right?
Well, let's just say I've eaten a lot of meat.
Right? So in order for it to be true Santa Maria style barbecue, first of all, you have to do it over a certain type of wood.
Yes, you have to use red oak. Up here at Sunset, where we're not blessed by tons and tons of red oak trees like you are on the Central Coast, we've used red oak chips, and we've tried doing without red oak at all, just using regular hardwood. And even using the chips makes a huge difference.
Really?
And then when you're actually in Santa Maria country and can use the whole logs, that's the best. It really does season the meat and anything you put over it in a particular way.
Different heat, too.
Yeah, and it just gives it a certain flavor that you don't get otherwise. But something else about it is something that I discovered moving to this part of California is tri-tip. So many people say, what is tri-tip?
Oh, I know. Well, I lived in New York for about 11 years, and I'm from California originally, and I asked my neighborhood butcher for a tri-tip. Probably the first or second month I was there, and he said, "Lady, we don't know what that is." This is very sad. You know, I realize that this is not a cut that traveled. Now you're starting to see it outside the Central Coast and outside California, too. But it's taken a long time, and I still feel like it's relatively undiscovered.
It is. I did see it at a Costco in Wisconsin.
Whoa.
And it said on the label, it said, and it was one of the pre-seasoned kind, it said Santa Maria style tri-tip. And I thought, wow, boy, have we come a long way. When I went to college at Cal Poly in the late 80s, that was when I first was introduced to this Santa Maria, you know, I think they just called it tri-tip. I didn't hear the branding portion of it. But I noticed that it always came served with certain accoutrements.
Yes, and in fact, the Santa Maria Chamber of Commerce has copyrighted this plate of food.
Really?
Yes, they're so proud of it that they've actually fixed it in time and space. It's either tri-tip or top block sirloin, which actually was what people used to cook for Santa Maria style barbecue before the 1950s. Tri-tip was invented more or less by a local butcher in the 50s. And he was just a very clever guy who figured out how to market this little 2 to 3 pound hunk of meat that nobody seemed to want. The butchers would take it home.
I love it. Hey, Margot, people are going to have to check out your seminar there at Santa Margarita Ranch to get all of the accoutrements and that sort of thing, because we're out of time for this segment. But that's a good tease. And now people can go.
Yeah, to find out more.
Just one of the many aspects of all the food there available at Savor, right?
That's right, and they should definitely come because Frank Ostini from the Hitching Post and Pascal Godet from the Alisal Ranch are going to be my guest experts, and we're going to have a great time at Savor the Central Coast. Check it out.
Margot True, food editor at Sunset. It is sunsetsavorcentralcoast.com. Thank you, or just savorcentralcoast.com. Thank you, Margot.
You're welcome.
All right, we're back with the full show in just a moment.